I'm sorry I missed the session. I have children and I was doing the father thing.
It's
Hey,
all
we
good.
totally get it. That comes first anyway.
Yes. Look, for the last 2 weeks, I have such a profound experience that I make my male, because I am a guy, push to the limit that I need to allow myself to cry and feel this emotion, and it's beautiful. But something pushed me in the corner that I have no choice. And they want to express themselves tonight. Like I will allow them to talk, right? It's just kind of weird that I have to put my brain in some like a carrot situation, but that's the way it works. Okay, we'll see you there in
Can you
15
share
minutes.
can you share anything about who is coming through, Patrick?
They're gonna say it. I never heard anybody talk about that, but they pushed me the last 2 weeks to understand that. It took me 2 weeks to figure it out what's going on. All right, see you later. As we spoke last time, this is Sunflower. I'm here just to introduce something. For the last 2 weeks, last the channel said he experienced many things, many emotional, many things that he was resisting, and he have to let it go. First, understand the seed of sunflower have a geometry pattern very specific to detox many things on your planet. This is something that many other masters are speaking right now. But first, let's introduce us. We are an extension of Mother Earth. We are the pollen from the flower, from the trees, in the season. As the season of the summer show up, reality speeding up, how the flower grows so fast. And as we are, basically, we are what you breathe every second. In the specific geometry pattern that we exist, we are the amino acid from the world of nature, giving you all the mineral and amino acid that you will never figure it out. Many science try to duplicate that. They can't. It's too complex. That's what we are. Like when the pollen's going around, think about that. It's full of mineral. It's full of amino acid for the water, for the plants, for the animal, and for you. We're helping you to raise your frequency. And at the same time, every organ in your body will sense us. Pure communication, pure energy pattern. Many people have allergy reaction. Again, it's about resistance. We pushed a channel for the last 2 weeks because he coughing, and said, "What's going on? Who tried to call me like that? Somebody tried to reach me." And we push more, getting in his nostril, and he was coughing until said, "Okay, it felt like the dust, something in the air is speaking to me." And finally, we said yes, but he didn't like it because all his organs become very emotional. The fact they remember that what we're doing with the human body. We are here as friends. Like we said, you're breathing us every second. We are an extension, a children of Mother Earth. Mother Earth gives you everything you need. As a human being, she'll love you like you can believe it. In a sense, we talk about Kepler 162 a long time ago. For us, it's kind of the grandparents of us because the geometry pattern of Kepler creating us as Mother Earth allow us to exist. We are more here in the summer because all the flower and the trees are more alive. But imagine all the beautiful gift that you receive from nature, all the mineral, all the amino acid, they're there for you, for you. If you pay attention to it, if you find any organ become emotional, allow it to remember the connection. You're connecting with the earth. You are the earth. Earth is you. And it's quite a magic. And right now, because more communication with the hybrid children, that they are so very connect with nature, will open up many, many doors because they don't have any resistance with nature, earth, and spirit nature. We also part been part of spirit nature as well. This is quite fascinating. But when we become physical, you can perceive us. Little dust, this little color. We know that your car become all yellow, but this is us. This is us in physical form. Next time you might think about us, said, hey, something's going on. This is just not a dust. It's something. It's a living thing. It's there with us. This is what we like to share tonight with you. And Sunflower explained to the channel again. Sometimes it could be challenging for male to allow those emotions to come out, but everything is working for you in that direction. Everything, every single thing is helping you to let it go, to grow. The last session with the hybrid was exciting. We had a big party after that. We still enjoy that party. We're still dancing. We still have lots of fun. But thank you for tonight to allow us to share what we are and know that you're breathing us every single time. Every single time.
Thank you, Sunflower.
Yes, basically it's the amino acid from Mother Earth. Here to serve you as best we can. Pay attention of the flower, sunflower seed. The pattern of it is very unique. Very, very unique. We thank you. Much love to you. We always are with you every second. Much love. Bye now. That's what they like to share.
Thank you, Patrick. That was wonderful.
So many blessings to you. So many.
And I will cry my night because my organs are so emotional. But, you know, that's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Agreed. Thank you so much for sharing and bringing Sunflower to us again.
We love you,
Right.
Patrick.
I love you too. I would like to stay, but this is my time and I'm going back to
Yes.
spirit.
Rest well, rejuvenate. Thank
All
you,
right.
kind sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah, loco. Yes, loco.
Okay. What do you think, folks? My apologies on wimping out, but yeah, I'm not up for all that conversation. And that's just a term. It has no connotation to it.
Well, you might wish to rest your mouth.
That's more difficult than everyone else might imagine.
He cannot unplug from all of this. That's for sure. That comes with without saying. I thought Willow wanted to chime in a little bit. So
Yes, I have a question for Wendy, if that's all right.
Absolutely.
So when you showed your paper with the symbols on it at the beginning, I just got so excited because I've been channeling my own symbols for a couple of years, and they're very intricate, and there's a lot of them, and
Oh, yes.
if you could kind of see.
Yeah,
And it's so exciting to see more people who are bringing through these light codes or symbols.
can you show the
channel.
symbols again?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Just keep them there for a few seconds. Let's say another 10 seconds. Thank you.
And one of the things that has come to me when I was receiving the symbols were, and I've shared this many times over, so that, for example, they've explained that like even one symbol, for example, as you mentioned, each one of your symbols are very intricate. And they can contain, which I've heard them say, immense amounts of information in one small symbol. So because it's so multidimensional, for example, we could be receiving in one symbol the entire story of an entire history of an entire planetary system and every single evolution that they ever went through in one symbol. And when we look at it, we're like downloading that whole story. And
Yeah,
now I'm getting
and
goosebumps.
like Lewis said, you get it all at once, but it unpacks as it unpacks, as things are more relevant to you. You're already reminded of it, so it's just there for you, and then you just remember it comes to you. There might be connections to other versions of you, other soul family members, other parallel realities, other experiences that you had in as other beings entirely.
It's kind of interesting how when we think about the beginning of sound and how sound began to represent itself in symbols and in language, it sort of feels like uh, it's from this place, and I can't say this place, but it's like sound itself has manifested itself, or maybe not sound, but light information, like information itself has crystallized itself into some kind of a written symbol that somehow we receive. I don't understand it myself.
We should show this.
And
As
Oh.
Wendy has been experimenting more and more with art,
this
and
this is really nothing,
but adding color to it adds a whole new dimension. So
I've been doing a lot of work over the years with sacred symbols, and actually taking artwork also and incorporating these symbols, which a lot of people are doing now, and incorporating them into artwork. And so I like too that you're sharing them, because I believe that receiving them, okay, I get that when we receive something, we're automatically already sharing it with all that is. Like, I get it, because we're all connected to everything, and that's just how it is. But I kind of feel like, as Bashar would say, or many other spiritual teachers would say, it's when you're taking the action. And for example, I was going to actually have you show them that too. There's a lot of information that the Council of Nine brought through, for example, about other symbols that represent the number 9, that when we see them, we are responding to this idea of this year being a number 9 year, and we're responding to that information. That's a 9-pointed star, which is the symbol for number 9. And then this is actually the Jewish letter 9.
Yeah, the Hebrew letter
9. I mean, not Jewish, Hebrew, sorry.
Thank you for sharing all your artwork and symbols. It's so beautiful, and it really speaks to me a lot. So thank you.
And that's why I want to encourage you to continue to share them as well. And
You need to like it. So
we don't know what it really, what do you do with it other than share it? Because when you share it, the energy of those things activate ideas for others. And I think that that's really the point. And, we always have the conversation about art, and how do we get, how do we sell it, or how do we distribute it? How do we show it? And I think from our spiritual perspective, it's really just about the sharing. And without any insistence on what happens afterwards, it's the sharing that's really the most important part of all of this, I think. When it comes right down to it, you could have stuff, you could buy stuff, you could have crystals, but it's really the sharing of all this that in the end is the thing that's causing the most expansion in all of us.
And there's a part of you and all of the extensions and the infinite extensions of you that are very excited that you received that symbol, that you received it. Like there's energy behind it that's excited that you received it. And by your acknowledgement of the reception of it and writing it down, it's like you're crystallizing it into this reality. Even though it's all in our consciousness anyway, I understand that, but it's like we're bringing that piece of information, to you, and they're excited that you're receiving it. And then you're sharing it out of your excitement, which has an effect on the human collective. I truly believe that. And I have even been guided to tell people to trace them with your finger, because it has something to do with the synapses in your brain, that when you're doing that and you're literally connecting with other aspects of the energies that brought forth this information. And it could even be you, just another version of you sending it to you, so it's so cool, it's so cool.
And I do want to add also, I don't even remember where I heard this, but we're imagining our physical reality. We're imagining the idea of we have an aura around us that's part of our energetic field. If you trace symbols that resonate with you a lot, and it doesn't necessarily have to be your symbol, but if you're receiving a symbol for yourself, that's probably the most appropriate ones to do. But if you draw those symbols on your aura, and just pretend you're doing that, that sort of opens up a gateway for those energies to become part of you and be with you all the time. And
that's how Reiki works. I mean,
Yeah.
when you study Reiki, anybody who's ever studied Reiki, that's one of the things you study is symbols. And you learn to do them not only in the air, if you will, with your hand, but you learn to do them mentally in the air, if you will, as part of it, as part of a Reiki practice. And I found a couple more too that it's interesting to me how many of these, where they have actually said to me, these are from Sirius. These are an extension of the Sirius sacred circuit. And so we may never know how important it is for us to share these with other people. And like I said, I was in tears when that guy was talking about, because he was almost in tears. It was the weirdest thing, because it was like you could see him remembering these symbols on these starships. And then he said, "I'm sorry, I can't talk about that." And it was like, okay.
And he was this was like an ex-military guy who in the end said,
such a nice guy.
essentially the answers will all be found from within.
And that's
stop looking with that outside yourself.
That's funny.
The answers are within.
And that was exactly the symbol that they gave to me tonight, the message that they said, of course, because the answers are always.
Heidi, did you want to say something? Ask a question?
Yeah, Heidi would be next to make a commentary, ask a question, and perhaps she can add some more than that at the end of that interaction.
Well, I just wanted to take a step back to Willow's page. The question I had was, what if you're comfortable to share, are there any symbols that you definitely feel something about them, like a meaning to them, or just in general, what they mean to you?
Sorry, are you asking Wendy or asking me? I'm confused.
I'm asking you, Willow.
Well, to me, the symbols are the musical notation of frequency. So it's like the translation if you were to put it into on a music sheet, and write it out. And to me, it's very rooted in emotion and imagery. So when I write them, I focus on a certain emotion or certain intention or even a certain person, and then the symbols just come, and they sort of, are an imprint of that feeling or of that person I'm connecting with, and it's, very specific, tuned information that is, very specific for what I'm, for the reason I'm receiving it. So, but I don't actually know the meaning beyond that. I'm not really sure where they come from, but they feel like it's just from another aspect of myself or from part of my, galactic counterparts, and we're all working together as a family. So it doesn't really matter to me where the information comes from because I know it's going to be of value. But I did have a dream one time where a gray being, one of the tall grays, connected with me and brought me to this neighborhood, and then they connected with me telepathically and downloaded their entire dialect into my mind, and it was just like an overload of symbols, and I could only remember a couple in the morning. So it's somewhere in here, but for now I just have a few like right there. It's not very intricate. It's mostly like squares and little ones like that, and triangles and things.
Oh,
So it just really depends, I guess. There's so much out there, and my conscious mind doesn't know what to do with the information all the time. But I know that beyond the conscious mind, there's other aspects that are processing it and sort of sending it out wherever it's needed. I hope that helps.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I have a commentary, if you allow me. Sound and symbols and light, they're all the same thing. They all carry the same infinity of information, basically. So I often play with a glyph, okay, which is a symbol. And then I try to translate it with assistance, of course, into some tones, some sounds. And then I try to interpret the most relevant pieces of information that that's trying to communicate. But obviously, only what I could, as a human mind in my awareness, sort of absorb. Because the largest part of it, 99.99, you can keep on going, of it is not for my human consciousness to grab. It's for everything else that I am. It's a multidimensional message of all proportions. And the way I feel it, like, for example, when Willow show all of that, which is quite a bit, that is already downloaded into the nearness of his field. It's for him to grab the information and integrate it as he goes along in his life and in the radiance of his expression, presence, in contact with others. And as I say that, I'm also saying that that is the truth for everybody. And everybody should dig into it, not because I mention it, it's a personal thing, but sound, light, symbols, and color, waves.
This is Sasani writing,
Wow, it's so
which
intricate.
is
so
which is probably very close to what the Greys would use.
some of the
Just
stuff at the
literally.
bottom reminded me of what you said. It was a lot of circles and that's their written language.
So there's a question here from Ray. Can you ask Willow if she has synesthesia? Willow, we still have you here. You want to address that?
I not that I know of. I don't know if I've never been diagnosed with
Not that you
synesthesia.
know of. And actually, it's not even material to your existence, I would say, whether you know or you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't really know. Arla, did you want to chime in a little? Yeah, come on forward. Your mic is off. Okay, there we go.
I love this. This has been the evening of affirming what the others are saying. The first thing that popped up was today, I posted on my Facebook page that the Ancestor Grandmothers had told me a long time ago that all that we need is within us. All of the answers that we need are within us. We're just waiting for the questions. And I've heard that a few times tonight, talking about this. And what you said a while ago, Lewis, about the vibrational of symbols, the glyphs, everything has a vibration. And so within that vibration, there can be many things. The light codes video that was given to me through, well, the Arcturian is the one who directed it, and it's actual a video of actual lights that are codes. And what that does, and what all of this other what Wendy and Dave has shown, and then Willow, what you had brought, are codes that open up something within you. The information that the codes open is not an exterior thing, it is interior. And so all of the codes in this video, all of the codes, which are symbols that we have seen tonight, I've been so open tonight. It's just been like wave after wave after wave. And when Wendy and Dave were speaking, and it was like inside, I was just wave after wave after wave. And then Willow showed her things, and I was like, oh, I know that. I know that. I know that I know it, even though this may not know it. I know it. So thank you guys for such an awesome evening.
Thank you for sharing, Arla.
I
And
love how you put that. You know that you know it. That is,
Yeah.
there's no better way to say it.
We know Kashima, who is one of the ancients of what people call Sasquatch, had taught me many, many years ago about the knowing. And that's exactly what he called it, was the knowing. They are just part of the star people who came here such a long time ago that are helping us. We have so much help now, so much guidance, so many people that they're reaching that are sharing and coming up and speaking. And that's just so important.
Did you catch, Arla, that Wendy said Kashima in her talk while she was
I did.
presenting us?
I did. I did.
Really? Because I say it a lot. That's
Yeah.
really weird.
Yeah, that is what he had told me I can call him, is Kashima. And I call him grandfather because he's has always been a part of my existence. You know, I can't even just say lives. He's always been a part of my existence, and as well as the ancestor grandmothers. But no, I did pick up on that. It's not a name that you hear a lot. And my heart and my being was just being bathed in so much during what you guys were bringing. And thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And I get to go out and sleep in my tent tonight. It's like perfect.
Oh my God. We have a tent set up in our backyard too, because we love sleeping out in our backyard in our tent. Not even joking. That's funny.
Yeah. I spend a good part of the year in a tent in my woods, and I am on deer duty to keep them out of my garden. So I'm sleeping in my garden tonight. So
Great.
thank you again, all of you.
And
Thank you,
Joy,
Arla.
we know we will. We know you will. Thank you, Arla. Love you.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Ray, do you feel like maybe having an encore here today?
I feel like it, but I must listen to my body.
Okay. So
As I told Wendy in the chat, I was trying not to smile, but it is impossible in this group. So every time I do, it hurts. And I do not wish to stop smiling. So
okay. So it'd be.
I'm hoping Heidi will bail us out, but if not, there's plenty of interesting things. And Arla's still got her hand up. I think her armpit just needs air.
Yeah, I think Arla wants to chime in again, but
I'm just forgetful. That's all I can say. You know, being the grandmother here, I claim forgetfulness. Again, thank you all. It's been wonderful. And Heidi, I'd love to hear you.
okay, Heidi, now you have your call.
It
Yeah.
does not take long.
All of the grandmothers.
But yeah.
I mean, I can't promise anything, but I can try.
You can't promise a rose garden or anything? Oh my God.
We can't ask for more than that. We'll wait here. Thank you, Heidi.
All
Just
right.
the beauty of your soul. That's
All right.